Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. The show is back. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means the Big R Solution Sports Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, together with Thabiki. I don't have Saddam. Saddam is in Limpopo. Condolences to Saddam's family. They have lost a sister-in-law, so they'll be burying a sister-in-law this morning. But he said to me, "You'll be at a stadium." You know, and guess what? Supporting who? Sikhukhune. All right. So at least you know. Thabiki, welcome to the show. Greet the viewers. I don't see Paga Juju. Tamino is not here. So, but let's move on. The show goes on. Welcome to the show. Greet the viewers.
Thank you very much, Ntate Bashabalala. Good morning to yourself. Good morning to the viewers too. I'm looking forward to a great show today. The Bundesliga is ending. The English Premiership will end tomorrow. So obviously it's going to be exciting to watch those games continue. And then here at home we have the big one, the Nedbank Cup final between Sikhukhune United and Orlando Pirates. We'll be looking forward to seeing how those two fare in the final. Who's going to be taking the Nedbank Cup there? Thank
All right,
you.
let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. Now, as you said, we have Nedbank Cup here at home. And then there's quite a lot of things that we can talk about. We know that Matoho has just retired. I don't know whether retired or is leaving Kaizer Chiefs, but what I know is the question of he has been injury-prone for some time. And Kaizer Chiefs did a farewell for him. I'll be showing you about that one. This is the game, a big one. Orlando Pirates versus Sikhukhune and the Nedbank Cup. It's a sold-out affair, all right? Sold-out affair. And then Saddam said, I'll make it. I'll be there. So that will be a problem, as I say. Now, let's go quickly to the issues. Pirates and Sundown. I mean, Pirates and Sikhukhune. Now, what's your take?
Yeah, for me, this is going to be a game. Looking at both squads, they've got two good squads in their camps. Sikhukhune will be going all out to give it all for the team. They didn't reach the final by mistake. I must tell you that. Even Orlando Pirates, it's a very good team. They didn't reach the final by mistake. So, yeah, it's the big one. It's going to be the big one, like we are saying, Sikhukhune, I know good. They have tough players there in their back, and then their spinal is very tough. You can see there's Cardoso there, there's Mokotjo there. I mean, you're going to see a hell of a game, and most of those Sikhukhune players in their spine, they're over 30s. It means those guys have experience, in the middle of the park there. So I'm telling you that it's going to be a lovely game to watch.
It's going to be a lovely game to watch. Apparently, Shakes is trying to come through, but I don't see Shakes. He says I need to accept him, and then I'll accept him. But now let's analyze the teams, the two teams. What are the strong points of Sikhukhune? The way you understand Sikhukhune. I'll talk on Pirates. Talk on Sikhukhune.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. For me, from the goalkeeping department, and then there's Cardoso there. There's Edwin Jima, whom I think it's a key player for them. He's a tough tackler. He's not scared to go in there, so he's going to be destroying them. Even Mokotjo, they're in the middle of the park. Though the combination for them, the working relationship that shows that they have experience there. So that's where they beat most of the teams, because they're strong at the back. Their goalkeeper is strong, even in the middle of the park. Mokotjo there, we know Mokotjo from the Bafana since he was young. Also, how strong he is, how good of a player he is. I mean, that's where Pirates will have to be coming in strong. But we know Pirates is going to be attacking on the wings, obviously. So that's where Sikhukhune will have to be aware of. Saleng is going to be coming maybe on the right or left. Depending where the coach puts him. I don't know who. Maybe Hoto will play on the other wing, depending if Loch is around or whoever is going to be assisting. So, but looking at the game, it's going to be a tough game now. I suspect we're going to see a red card, but from which team, I don't know. I don't know. But Sikhukhune, I suspect they might get a red card looking at Pirates' attack because Sikhukhune defenders don't shy away from tackles, you know. Looking at their coach also too, that you know, he'll tell them, go hard at them. So you must know what Pirates is going to be having a very, very tough day from Sikhukhune.
Now let's look at it this way. Pirates are on form. 12 games unbeaten. All right. Conceded only 4. Scored 24. You know, that's Pirates. That shows the form. Now, you have Thabiso Lodge, their star, but he has not been playing. If you're a coach, will you put Thabiso Lodge in this game? Or you'll start with other players? Or because he's your star player, you'll play. I don't know what's your take about that.
For me, I'd put Lodge just to put in a fear factor in the game. And then when I see that he's not delivering the second half, I'd put Hoto. You know, I know he's got the legs to push maybe until extra time. You know, I'll tell him just run at them. Just run at them. Because I know when you're playing against Lodge 1-on-1 as a defender, you are probably gonna get booked, you know. So I'll tell Lodge, just go at them. And then when it gets tight, I know maybe Jima will be on a yellow card. I put Hoto in. Hoto goes in at them, maybe probably get a red card before 60 or 80 minutes. Then if the game goes to extra time, Pirates will be having a upper hand in the game, I think. So for me, I'd start with Thembinkosi Lodge.
Now, having not played so many games, Thembinkosi Lodge, will you be confident to start with him, or will be a good idea to start him on the bench and play him later?
I don't think he's a good player when he's coming from the bench. However, if I start with him, if he's not performing well, even after the first half, I'd just pull him out because I know he's not been playing a lot of games. And as a coach, I would tell him that before the game of the match that if you're not giving me what I want, I'm going to pull you out after the first half. Then I'd put another player just to get the results in because I think he might be the X factor, including Saleng also. We know Saleng can push all the way to the extra time. So it's going to be a matter of maybe coach saying, now let me trust in Lodge. But I believe Lodge's experience might help Pirates in this case. You know, looking at the back four of Sikhukhune, they have so much experience. So they'll need somebody in the Pirates attack who has experience also to come to the fourth and assist them. So yeah, I think Lodge it's a go for me in my side. I think Lodge must start the game today.
Lodge must start the game for you.
Yeah, for me, Lodge must start the game. If it doesn't, it's still okay also. But looking at the back four of Sikhukhune, he must start and then just try and trouble them a bit. Maybe get one of them booked. You know, Kadosi is also not shying away from tackles, you know, just to give them problems. Obviously, Saleng is going to be giving that back four a problem. That one is a given because, you know, they are over their 30s. Saleng still got the fresh legs. He's got the engine to run at them the whole time. So I think he must just start with Lodge and Tembingo. And Tembingo. I mean, with Lodge and Saleng for me in the wings. You know, so yeah.
Well, Pirates, as I say, they are very good. You know, they're on form, but Sikhukhune, they're a hungry team. And we've seen with TS Galaxy, first time cup final, they won the cup. Few teams have shown that. And this is their first time in the cup final. Don't you think that might pose as a threat? And then don't you think the fact that Orlando Pirates has already tasted the glory, so that may make to you know, to keep that momentum, go on and finish up, you know. Remember, if you look at Pirates now, they're an all-gem machine, and now they want to prove that they're a big team, all right? Remember, talking about Sundowns, and the Pirates, the only team that came and destabilized Sundowns. They beat them effectively. It was not just a beat, it was an effective defeat for Sundowns. And I think if you look at Pirates, they show a lot of signs of the team that is already on the move. You have their coach, who has done very well by closing at the back. Pirates, the defense is not conceding more, you know. So he has done very well. And like I said, I think I was talking to, I said Jomo would argue, I think it was Thabino, to say you win the game from the back. If you close at the back, you know very well, but it's a cup final, it's not a league. At the end of the day, you must win. Are you sitting at the back and then wait for the penalties? If they go to the penalties, do you trust Shane to do the job, or do you Sikhukhune, remember along the way some of the games they won via penalties, but although penalties it's a gamble in any way. So yeah, so I don't know what's your take on those.
For me, the worst case scenario for this game is for Pirates to let Sikhukhune score first. If Sikhukhune score first, I'm telling you, the game will end with that score because Sikhukhune are very strong in the back, and they will not shy away from tackles or sacrificing their bodies. Once they get a sniff, or if they get even a single goal, that will be, the worst case for scenario for Orlando Pirates because they'll be wanting to equalize for the whole game, and I don't think they would. But so Pirates must take the game to Sikhukhune, and then make sure that their back door is shut. Once their back door is shut, then we know that they'll be attacking. When they'll be attacking, giving Sikhukhune, maybe Sikhukhune will make a mistake, like I was saying, that they must put Lodge, maybe get one of the defenders a red card in Cardoso or Jima. So if Pirates doesn't score early, I'm telling you, there's going to be a problem, because Sikhukhune will gain confidence, obviously, from as the game goes on, as the game continues. But if Sikhukhune scores, I'm telling you, it's game over for Pirates. I don't want to lie. I know Pirates are the on-form team. They can come back from the game, but I don't think if Sikhukhune score first, they'll be able to come back because Sikhukhune and will not stop or will not shy away from giving those serious tackles, sacrificing their bodies. That's the kind of players they have there in the back. So yeah, for me, I'll give it to Sikhukhune if Sikhukhune score first. But if they don't score, I see the game maybe going to penalties, something like that. As you can see in the back, they have Sangare there, their goalkeeper there. He's very tough also. So yeah, it promises to be a good game. Thank you.
No, I see what is the problem, why
Yeah.
Shakes can't come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your picture. Why Shakes
Okay.
can't come through. And then I think the link is giving him a problem. I've just sent him a fresh link.
Okay.
Probably that is why all of them are unable to come through. But you managed to get it. I don't know. Then yeah, okay, fine. That's part of the game. And then I know they want to talk about that. Let's move on now to there's quite a lot happening in the. I know Saddam has been telling us that they are mobilizing in Opo, trying to get as much people as possible. And then remember, he told us that he's going to be on the side of Sikhukhune. And then they've mobilized, and he told me, remember, it's a sold out. And then he said
Yeah.
they contributed a lot as Kaizer Chiefs fans. So he says the Kaizer Chiefs fans are for Sikhukhune. This is a joke, Chiefs and Pirates. I expected them to support each other, but it doesn't look like. So I expected the Gautenga to be the Gautenga against the.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
But I see that that's not what should happen. He says, no, I'm going to support Sikhukhune. And remember, they're
Like
at 6. So he said, no, we'll be there. We'll be there. So, yeah. And then,
if you watch the crowd last week when Sundowns was taking on Wydad Casablanca, some Chiefs supporters and Orlando Pirates supporters were supporting Wydad Casablanca even after the game. Some of them were celebrating with Wydad Casablanca supporters. So I think the rivalry has gone to another level now. Whether you are representing South Africa in the Champions League or CAF, as long as you're playing, as long as you're a rival to Kaizer Chiefs or Pirates or Sundowns, they won't support you. They'll support the enemy. I mean, that's why there's this saying, my enemy's enemy is my enemy. So, yeah.
I expected this. The Gautenga against the Sikhukhune,
Mm.
the
I can't
Limpopo
be
guys.
worried.
But well, you South Africans sometimes are funny people. You support, like you are
Yeah.
saying, people that support you waited that. I'll never do that. I
Mm.
always support our guys. I was Sundowns. I wanted Sundowns to win, and then nothing
Mm.
against the. But here, in terms of Chiefs, Sikhukhune and Pirates, I'm neutral.
Mm.
Right? As much as I'm from Gauteng, I'm neutral because they're all local guys. So yeah,
Mm.
we'll see what's gonna happen. And then yeah,
Yeah.
Saddam says they are mobilizing, and then let me show you. Yeah, he's Saddam. He said, "Hey, we've bought tickets," and then he's gonna go and bury his sister-in-law. But he said 6 o'clock, I'll be there. I'll be there. Let's watch the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. The show goes on. Now let's talk. Let's talk the French league. There is Shakes. Yeah, I think maybe they got the wrong link, so that is why
Yeah.
they were struggling. But I don't know. You got it, so that we give Shakes to talk about. Now let's talk about the French league. You know that today the league is in PSG's hands. They need only a draw, or they need Lens to lose.
Yeah. So
They
it's
need a
obviously, it
draw.
looks like it might go down to the wire actually.
They need a draw, or Lens must lose. If they win, it's a bonus. So today
Yeah. Yeah.
is a D-Day in France. All
Mm.
right. Same with Bundesliga. Today is a D-Day.
Mm.
If
Mm.
Dortmund wins, it's after how many years?
Yo,
We
12
did
years.
it. Yeah. 12
12
years.
years. 12
All
years.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Now they'll be cutting that monopoly of Bayern Munich. Remember, Bayern Munich has won this cup 10 in a row.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I see Shege is trying to. I think the audio is struggling a little bit because I
Mm.
wanted him to say something about that. But we will see what's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, for me, looking at the league right now in the Bundesliga, ne,
Yeah.
I think even if what you call, I think Borussia Dortmund must not even make a mistake of getting a draw, because you can see the goal difference, the goal conceded also. I mean, Bayern Munich are dominating, so if they make a mistake of trying to get a draw, it will go to Munich, they will be on the same points, which is 71 points. So I think they must just beat Mainz today and then take the league home. They deserve it. They've been the only team trying to topple Borussia. I mean, trying to topple Bayern Munich for the longest time. So, but this, I think, the gods were in their favors. So you can see also with the problems in the Bayern Munich camp. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing in disguise. Yeah. So they must take it. They must seize the opportunity when their rivals are down. They must just keep them down there. So, but looking at also the game that Bayern Munich will be playing, also they'll be playing against Cologne. Cologne is in
All
number
right,
10.
all right. Let me give Shakes
Yeah.
a chance because Shakes finally managed to get through. Shakes, I don't know what happened. I sent you the link. I sent everybody Thabiki a link, same link. Thabiso only is the only one who managed to get it right. Sepang too is struggling, but it's fine. There's no problem. Msheke, I want to go back. Thabiso, take out the picture, and then I want your picture. Msheke,
Okay.
I want you to tell us about Pirates and Sikhukhune. And then I don't know whether you are supporting Pirates because you are from Gauteng, or you are going to look at Sikhukhune objectively. You as a former player, now a coach, who do you think will take it? I just want to get your analysis. Remember, Mina no Thabiki siyiwengu nje phela yazi. Ipola Silale La Payane Pukuin Pella, that's where we ended. When I was like, what was stadium? I'm cool. I was staring. Staring with
can you hear me?
Agash, I'm gonna move. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the final today, and I'm a neutral. I'm not supporting any team. I'm looking forward to a great game of football because both teams have a good set of players. You know, Sikhukune's team is a very good team. If you look at the players that are there, there's a lot of quality, and they've shown that they can play, and they play a good quality brand of football. So it's going to be a very interesting game of football. And Orlando Pirates, obviously, they want the silverware again. The coach has done well, you know, to have won the MTN 8 and to see themselves at another final, having also secured a second position on the log. So it would be good to keep another cup for Orlando Pirates. So I think it's going to be an interesting one. It's really going to be an interesting one, and definitely not going to be an easy one for either team. So it's definitely going to be a game that's going to go all the way to the wire.
Mshage, in our closing, I don't have the Messi special today. In our closing, Mshage, I want you to talk more than us because I'm closing, all right, so that we give you a chance.
Okay.
We saw what happened in English football, all right? And then, and I'll also show the footage, what a nice job that has been done by SuperSport. Remember, number one, Man City, Arsenal. You know, I'm happy for Newcastle this time. They are there. They are in Newcastle after many years. Okay, and then Man United. All right. I don't know, guys. What do you want to say about Erik ten Hag? Remember, this guy has already won a cup. All right. Not only that, now he has taken Man United to the Champions League. Okay. Now we know that they could be bought either by Sheikh from Qatar or the other guy from England. You know, and now those guys, when they come in, they'll be injecting money. And they are talking of probably bringing Neymar. So now this guy has done well without stars. And he's now at top 4. I just want to wrap up your analysis of what happened and what happened to your team, Arsenal. How did they lose it? That will be the last thing. Thabiki, we have 5 minutes to go.
Okay.
Yeah. And so wrap up. Mshege?
Yeah, Saubrey, it's been an interesting one also in the English Premiership. Yeah, as you know, I'm a Arsenal, you know, and I'm not disappointed, Saubrey. I'm not disappointed by the end result. I'm actually very happy with Arteta, with what he's achieved. Yes, we could have won the league in retrospect. You know, we could have won the league, but to come second against a Man City side that is killing everybody, you know. Real Madrid, ask Real Madrid, they'll tell you about Man City. It's not embarrassing to finish second, you know, and also now this allows Arsenal, you know, they'll be in the Champions League. They'll also be attracting quality players now, you know. So that's good for the team, you know. And as for Man United as well, they've done well with the Erik ten Hag. And I mean, you know, I believe, you know, in time he's even gonna do much better, you know, because I really believe in his style of play, and I think just given more time, I think Ten Hag will turn around that Man United team, and they've done well to make it into the Champions League.
And to be honest, Arteta's done well. has done extremely well. Looking at what was what was like for what you call what was like for Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal, they've not been in the Champions League, but now Arteta has taken them there now, which for me, it shows that Arteta has done very well. So I hear what you're saying, Shege, and then I wanted to share that league of courtesy of the Premier League standing. Look how it looks like. Can you see this? It's Man City, Arsenal, Man United, and Newcastle. I don't know. Are you guys disappointed with Liverpool?
From my side, I can't say I'm disappointed. I mean, the league was tough. You know, even Manchester United for me, they made it, but begunzima top four. You know, even for Newcastle also, you know, it was tough there for those teams in like from number 3 until number 5. It was really tough. You know, Liverpool started showing life late, and then even when they were kicking, they were not kicking, you know, 100%. Sometimes they would win 2 games, draw, you know, and then come back to lose against the weaker side, you know. So, but for me, I think they deserve number 5. And then as for Manchester United, they've done very well. You know, they're in the FA Cup final, they're in the Champions League. You know, for me, you know, I'll wait to see what they bring us next season. As for Arsenal in the number 2 position, they've done very well. I'm very impressed. You know, even if I expected more, because as an Arsenal fan, you know, I'm hungry for the league. You know, so but for me,
but not this time. Not this time. Mshege?
Yeah.
Are we going to see Pep Guardiola doing the treble?
Oh yes, we will.
Yeah, let me tell you.
I hope he does.
Let me tell you, I wish he wins the Champions League. I wish he wins the 3. You know,
and then he leaves England.
I listened to, I think there was some analyst in Sky Sports, and they was saying, look, it's not about Man City losing players. They said they shouldn't lose Pep. He said they can lose Haaland, but Pep will have an answer. I don't know, is that true, Mshega?
Oh, of course. I think Man City's biggest asset is Pep Guardiola. If Pep leaves, that's when other teams can come back and dominate. Otherwise, if Pep is at City, he will dominate just like Sundowns is dominating in South Africa.
Now tell me, Thabiki, is it correct to say Pep Guardiola is the best coach of all time?
For me, yes. He's the best. You know, he's
of
the
all
best
time. Of all time, yeah. Remember, there is
of all time. Yes.
There is Del Bosque. There is the one for Madrid now. What's the name? Ancelotti. You have people like Mourinho. You have Alex Ferguson. Mshege, will this be a correct description to say Pep is the best coach of all time?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you know, it's a matter of opinion, you know, because if you start talking about this, some people will tell you about records. How many Champions League does he have? How many what does he have? You know, I was speaking to somebody recently about the best team in the world, and for me, the best team in the world is Man City, but I can't back it up with Champions League wins and whatever. But I just thought, all I'm saying is that before any competition, before any competition starts, Man City are odds-on favorite to win anything that is on offer, you know, and they play the best of football, you know. You just gotta love them, you know. If you love football, you know, you have to love them. I mean, they remind me of the Barcelona team that won the Champions League, the one with Pep. I mean, this City team is on song.
Now, that doesn't make Pep the best coach ever, because he was with Barcelona. They were unstoppable. His Man City, they're unstoppable. He was with Bayern Munich, you know, and
No, for me, it's definitely the best
of all time.
Of all time.
All right, Thabiki, last touch.
Yeah, with me, I also agree with you guys. With him, Shag. I mean, whatever he touches tends to magic, you know, and he knows how to spot talent. Even if a player ke kgomo, you know, he turns that player into a very good player, you know. You know, I like him, you know, and his tactics are always on point, you know, he knows how to replace a player with a bigger player, you know. Even if Haaland right now can be injured, he will replace him with another player similar to Haaland, you know.
There's Alvarez,
but then, you know,
already. There's Alvarez there.
Yes, there's Alvarez waiting in the wings there. Yeah.
They say maybe sometimes when you talk too much, it becomes a problem. I don't know whether should I say talk too much. Talk. Yeah. The coach of waited at. I said, I listened to Rulani. I know he supports Pep Guardiola. He loves what Pep is doing. And if I watch his games, he plays like Pep. So I planned for him. Then I planned for him. Was that a downfall for Rulani?
Hey, Saubrey, you caught me off guard now. You're going back to that pain.
Yeah. No, I'm listening to this guy. He said, I planned. And Sundowns is the best team. But I know that Rulani is a fan of Pep Guardiola. And if you watch his game, he plays like Pep. Then as I was preparing, I watched Pep's games, how he planned his game, how he execute. And I watched Rulani's games. So I said, gee, so this guy did a lot of homework. But I like what Rulani said. Yesterday, I listened to him said, he can't even, for him, he doesn't even want to go to recess. He wants to start immediately.
And then that's Pep mentality.
He's motivated. He wish the players could have that kind of motivation. He said, I know the players would ask for a break and all that, but me, I wanted us to go to train. What's your take, Michelle?
Yeah.
What's your take?
Yeah, you know, Rulani is a very great student of the game, Saubrey, and yeah, and there's nothing wrong with modeling your game around the best, like your Pep Guardiola's, you know, and it's just unfortunate last week that Sundowns faltered, you know, at that final hurdle, you know. It was really heartbreaking stuff, you know, to lead twice in a game, you know, and still not win it. It's just, you know, yeah, but it happens in football, and unfortunately we have to wait again another season, you know, and this is the most important cup, you know. The others don't really matter.
But I'll tell you one thing, Sundowns will take it. And guys, I'm closing now. I hear people say coach of the season. I still believe Rulani is supposed to be the coach of the season. Rivera has done well.
Yeah, for me, Pirates.
Okay. I'm saying I'm closing it now. I know that Rivera has done very well, to be honest. You know what I like? He has closed the back at Pirates. Pirates now, you can see. You know, it's not a fluke for people to win 12 games in succession. But for me, I think he can win it like next season. Rulani has done very well. I mean, to balance playing locally and the way he won the league and continue to dominate even in Africa. Remember all the African teams, they were scared of him. All right? So that is why I say, for me, Rulani should take this. But, you know, like Shakes has said, it's a game of opinion. We all have opinions. Guys, thank you very much. Thabino, just bid the viewers farewell. We've taken long.
Thank you very much for the lovely show. And Shakes, welcome back. And then, looking forward to a great weekend of football, And thank you to the viewers for watching us. And then they must keep on watching and subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much.
Mshege, thank you very much. And please just be
thank you,
Saubrey. The viewers farewell.
Thabiki.
And before you finish up, Mshege, pass my greeting to Sihle. I wish him good luck, and then tell him to work very hard, to watch the games, model himself. Let him watch your old videos. Let him watch the old Sundowns when you were playing. Watch the current Sundowns. He's let him spend too much time with football, but just bid them farewell.
Thanks, Saubrey. Thanks, Thabiki. It's good to be back, and thank you to our listeners. Thank you, Prasops.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Ne? I'm going to load shedding now. Hey, it's tough. Eh? Thank you, guys.
Go to supersport.com/Africa11 for more information.
And it's it, Martinelli! Haaland, that's what he's all about! Erling Haaland has a hat-trick! And this North London derby is surely going Arsenal's way. Hat-trick for Haaland, hat-trick for Foden, job done! Saka, Cooper's with him, Saka scores! Mo Salah!
De Bruyne with the free kick, oh it's incredible!
Still the best part of half an hour to go here, oh it's gone through the wall and it's in! Brentford surely with it! Odegaard, 2 for him, 2 for Arsenal!
And now the curtain comes down on the first day of Premier League action since the World Cup. It is the leaders, Arsenal, who are aiming to continue their electric start to the campaign.
Haaland wants it, 2 for him, 3 for Manchester City.
Great! Oh, it's beautiful! What an equaliser!
Lamptey trying to catch him.
Brilliant! Garnacho again! Marcus Rashford! More ammunition to the Gunners' title challenge. De Bruyne scores! Jack Grealish scores!
Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR Solutions, which is a financial company. I'm talking to the people who are working for the government, who are the members of GBF, all right? Especially those who are 55 and above. I talk to so many people. I get so many inquiries. People are saying, we are exhausted. We want to exit. People are having problems, different problems, and they want to leave, but they're afraid to leave because if they leave earlier, they will be penalized by GBF. Which is not a crime because that's the contract that they sign when they, sign their employment contract, which is part of the employment condition. Now you ask yourself, at the age of 55, you want to leave, you're afraid of being penalized. There is any other alternative? Let me tell you, there is an alternative. At the end of this video, there is a WhatsApp number. Just drop us a WhatsApp, we'll call you. Then we'll show you how can you exit without being penalized even a single cent. Not only that, we'll also try to ensure that the taxation is minimized, all right, in a legal way. So that will help you. Just drop us a WhatsApp on 067 915 1447.